Ahoy, mateys! Come aboard the pirate ship and let's venture out into the wild sea. All you land lubbers need to get on my boat, bring you some vitamin C so we don't get scurvy, and head out onto the ocean. We got my parrot here, who looks like a rat, Roostah. Squonk, squonk, squonk. Hello, everyone. How you doing today? Well, today we're being a pirate today. Not a bad pirate, not the bad kind. The good kind of pirate. Yes, we are. So what are we talking about today? Well, we've talked about these sort of things a handful of times now, But this was just absolutely astronomical. This was absolutely insane. So we've talked about some cryptocurrencies before, but this one's a bit crazy. Let me show you. This one's called, let me get my brightness up, Pirate Chain. The symbol R, ARRR, R, as in R, matey. So let me go ahead and show you how this thing is, because this thing has been absolutely insane. Okay? Okay, look. Look at this crazy thing. Now let's see what the actual prices are. Let's go all the way back here. This was mentioned to me, I want to say, around this area or so, when it was like 20 cents, okay? 20 cents. This is when this pirate chain was mentioned to me, about 20 cents. It is now $7.50, and it went up to a high of just over $8. Okay, I don't even know I can't even calculate how much of a return that is, but that's absolutely insane. Now, let me show you this. Let me show you this. I got in this thing. I should have gotten this thing when it was like 20 cents, but no, I didn't. Guess where I got in this thing? Just take a guess. Like, obviously it wasn't 20 cents. Maybe it was $1, $2, $3, $4. I got in right about here at like $1, okay? Look at this move this thing has had. Boom. $1 up to about $8. That's 8 times the return. 8 times the return. And also I added a bit more right around here yesterday. Okay, about at the $5 mark. Now, what's so amazing about this thing, and let me actually show you where I first heard about this as well. I first heard about this because, oh look, I just posted a brand new video. This is one of my favorite channels here that I watch. The Dollar Vigilante over on Odyssey. You can check them out. They talk about a variety of different things. A lot of, there's money. There is some cryptocurrency talk, but there's also, other things related to the, this stuff. This stuff. So yeah. So that is why I first heard about it. He said he mentioned it to his subscribers like when it was like up 6 pennies. Okay, and then he publicly announced it, sometime after that, and he talked about it a handful of times. He talked about it. He's been bringing it up here, and then he talked about it when it was on like 20 cents, and then about a little under $1. I'm like, I think this is probably a good time for me to get money into it. So I did, and as I said, almost 8 times the return. Out of all of the cryptocurrencies and all of the stock investments and all that sort of stuff that I have, this is now the biggest return that I've ever had. Let's say, it was $1 on April 11th. Today's April 22nd. Just under 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks. And we're talking about an 8 times return. Now, what is so important about this? This is what's known as a privacy currency, a privacy coin, or whatever you wish to classify it as. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, well, I thought all cryptocurrencies are private. They're decentralized. They're not. You can't track them. You can't figure out where they go. That is actually incorrect. That's how Bitcoin was meant to be early on. But that's not how Bitcoin actually is. If you've actually looked at any sort of Bitcoin address, and you can actually trace it back to everything that it's ever done. So, for example, if you have a Bitcoin address, anyone can take that address. They can put it into the Bitcoin blockchain explorer. They can figure out, okay, how much money is in there, how much is, what addresses have put money into there, or what addresses have you sent money to. From those addresses, they can figure out where that money has gone. So they can pretty much track it all over where this money has gone, wherever it is, okay? So you get that money, they track it to wherever. Now that's interesting because that you don't expect Bitcoin to be like that. You don't expect everything to be public like that. Now, of course, you may not necessarily know who holds that address, those Bitcoin addresses, but it is possible you could figure it out in some sort of way. Pirate Chain, as well as another privacy coin, which the Dollar Vigilante Jeff Berwick has mentioned a lot. Monero, this is another one here that has had crazy runs here. I was going to buy in right around here. I was thinking about it, but then I didn't end up buying until it was higher up. So unfortunately, kind of missed out on when it was much lower. But it doesn't really matter too much because, if you really think about it for something long term, we don't know how high this pirate chain is going to be going. If this is what Bitcoin was meant to be, and a lot of people are focused on privacy, and all transactions with this are private, you can't see how much money anyone has, you can't see where the money goes and how much goes to that address and all that sort of stuff, and it's all private, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be getting onto this thing. So you have to imagine, right now it is $7.50. Is that really missing out if it goes up to $100? It is, as you can see, it goes through periods. It goes up for a bit, it comes down a little bit. It goes up, comes down. That's how all, stock and crypto does. Up, down. This one, up. Now it's going to go into the consolidation phase, and it's going to go back down to like a pullback here. So it could go down here, 650. Could go down here to 550. Could go even further. It could go down to $4. I don't know, but wherever it is, people are going to be snatching this thing up because this thing is very, very important because, as I said, this is about privacy. It's all about keeping your transactions private. And going on into the future, I really do think that ARRR, Matey, and the Monero is definitely going to be much more sought after than Bitcoin, which is much more public, especially when you consider all of the institutions and the banks and all that sort of stuff. Companies are getting into Bitcoin. It's becoming very mainstream now. And as a result, there's going to be much more regulation around it. And there's also going to be much more, trying to figure out where this money went, what money you have, where you're sending it to, where you're getting it from, all that sort of stuff. There's going to be a lot more of that. So there's a lot more control and tracking and tracing you. Now, it's definitely better than your fiat currencies, no doubt about that. But when you have actual, more true private type of thing, that is definitely far superior. So, yep, I'm just mentioning it to you now. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't say go ahead and buy it, and it's going to, by the end of the year, it's going to be like $100. I'm not here to say that. I don't know what it's going to do. It may not, do any more than what it's already done now. I can't predict anything. I can't tell you, but all I know is that how crazy it has made a run up already. When I bought it at about $1, it's just insane. It really is. So I'm just saying, I think it's just absolutely remarkable how amazing it has just gone up over the past week. And who knows, if it continues towards this trajectory, a few more weeks, it'll be in the double digits. A few more weeks after that, well, probably a few months, it'll be up in the hundreds. It may never see $1 again. It may never see $7 again. It's very possible. So if you were one of the people who missed out on Bitcoin on the original run, you realize, oh, look at Bitcoin back in 2012. It was like, just a few bucks. Just a few bucks. Well, maybe here is your chance again. Maybe this is the second coming of Bitcoin. Pirate Chain. Kind of a weird name, I know, but who knows? Okay? So do what you will with it. Do your own research and figure out whatever plan you want to do. Even if you just put a little bit of money, who knows? But that is all for today. You'll take care. Have a great one. And let me know if you're invested in this. I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on this and how high you think this sucker can go, because I've made some, as I said, I've made some serious money so far. So far with this crazy thing. It's absolutely insane, but that's all. Take care. Bye-bye.